And welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's new original movie, You People. This is something that you looked at the trailer and thought, that could be funny, maybe a little bit good. Was it? Let me know your thoughts down below. Who you were looking forward to most seeing in this movie? Which of the actors? Let's jump in. You People follows a new couple and their families who find themselves examining modern love and family dynamics amidst clashing cultures, societal expectations, and generational differences. Kenya Barris is the director for this film, and you'll probably know the name if you've watched Blackish or Brownish. Pretty much the creator for all of those episodes. When going into this film, if you've seen the trailer, you'll probably recognize names like Jonah Hill, who plays Ezra, Lauren London, who plays Amira, Eddie Murphy, who plays Akbar, Louise Dreyfus, who plays Shelley, David Duchovny, who plays Arnold, Nia Long, who plays Fatima, and Sam J, who plays Mo. The thing about this film is it has a message. It's preachy, but it's definitely not afraid to talk about what it wants to talk about. And that's societal differences between color and between cultures and classes. And here we have one family that is Jewish, another family that is African American, who are very much into their religion. Both families are. And so we have the clash. So when the family comes together because of their son and daughter who are in a relationship and want to get married, these families come together as a clash. And that's kind of what you get in this film. Cringy would be an understatement of this film. My wife lasted 20 minutes. She says, do we have to watch this movie? I said no. She went to sleep. I had an asthma attack and I finished the movie while she was sleeping. I laughed loud, stifling a laugh while I was sleeping. There was one moment that really got me that I thought, okay, that is funny. But for the most part, I think a lot of people are going to watch this movie. If you're watching it from your bed or couch, you're probably going to be doing this sort of thing, pulling up your jersey or blanket or duvet cover to cover your eyes, to cover the cringe. You know, when you're watching something or you've heard something and you just go, ugh. Many years ago when my father ran a church, there was a guy in the audience that got all excited about what he was praying for at the moment, and he said, that statement, they all look alike. And I'm not going to embarrass him, I'm not going to say who it is, but the cringe I felt in that moment was pretty much what I felt watching this whole movie. Almost every single line. So you understand what it's trying to do, and some of the dialogue that they do is clever and quirky, but for the most part it comes across as very preachy and cringy at the same time. And so instead of coming off as hilarious and funny with some of these actors who are amazing and often have perfect comedic timing, the scriptings, I guess the dialogue and the message just come across as a punch in the face and the gut in the cringiest way. And so what it ends up being is something that you kind of have to sit through, hoping that the end of the film has a fruition that you're happy with because you're rooting for love. And there is a good ending and a message, but the message again is so slapped in your face. There's a moment which each side, the bride and the groom, have a revelation with their families. They talk to each other and it's a thing like learning. The character has progressed or leveled up. And that's great, but it so feels like, oh, this is the message part of the story now, that it's just obvious. It's not even trying to be clever with its message or story. So instead of the comedy being the thing that drives the movie, it's the message. It's topsy-turvy. It shouldn't be that way in this type of film. I love these actors. I think they're fantastic. David Duchovny at times in this film, the dryness of the dialogue that he produces when he is delivering his lines, some of it, yeah, again, is dry and cringy, but it is great. Some of what Sam J does, who's Mo, I thought was excellent. Eddie Murphy's Akbar, it just feels like they said to Eddie Murphy, please don't be funny, be a dry adult, that the dialogue that you're saying is not at all how you act when you're funny. They said, please don't be Eddie Murphy. And this is like the most unlike Eddie Murphy movie I've ever seen, which is maybe a tack that he wanted to go. He no longer wants to be as that sort of comedic character actor, so they've done the dry dialogue side instead, and it just felt weird. Jonah Hill, I thought was pretty good in this. The way I felt frustrated for his character with both Lauren London as Amira for their families, not just sorting their shit out, was really annoying to watch in places. Yeah, so by the end of it, I was like, I'm relieved that it's finished, that I've watched it, that I can review it. And I'm happy for the fruition and like the thing that love sort of conquers all, or that the families realizes their issues, and this statement of a film is coming forward. What is the purpose of this movie if your message is so vibrantly in your face? Are people gonna sit through this? I don't know. The initial reactions from critics, I feel like, are gonna be harsh. From the audience, if you actually love these actors, you may give it a bit more leniency. There may be an eclectic group of people that love this style, and this is really their cup of tea. I'm talking about meet the parents sort of humor, but way drier and way more cringy than that. Then if that's your cup of tea, then you're probably going to enjoy this. For me, I'm going to give this 1.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
And you got one. Congratulations.
Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.